Welcome to the fascinating world of Vedas, undisputedly the oldest written literary and philosophical text in the world. From the mundane to the intellectual, the Vedas are packed with incomparable insights into virtually every aspect of life. Compiled over several centuries, the Vedas leave no aspect of the human condition untouched. Above all, they give us a ringside view of the people, the society, and the culture of those times. And helping us understand the intricacies of these ancient texts is Dr. G. Ramakrishna, renowned professor of English and distinguished scholar of Sanskrit and Vedic literature.
And therefore, in the Almirah of books chronologically arranged, if there be any of human making, the first place will always belong to the Rig Veda.
Graduating from the University of Mysore, Dr. G. Ramakrishna obtained his Masters in English Literature from the University of Wales, United Kingdom. On his return to India, he joined the prestigious National College in Bangalore as Professor of English Literature. In his long and illustrious career at this venerated institution, Dr. G. Ramakrishna earned the love and respect of students not only as an excellent teacher, but also as a friend, philosopher, and guide. A prolific writer, Dr. G. Ramakrishna has authored several books on the Vedas, the Bhagavad Gita, and other Puranic texts. A man of many parts, Dr. G. Ramakrishna is an accomplished exponent of yoga, has a keen ear for music, is an avid trekker, and an inveterate globetrotter. And so, dear viewers, here is Dr. G. Ramakrishna in his own words. Elaborating further on the evolution of ancient Indian society, Dr. G. Ramakrishna speaks here of the stratifications appearing in society towards the end of the Vedic period, of how the horizontal egalitarian society of the Rig Veda metamorphoses into a vertical, class-conscious society of the high-born and the low-born. This sea change in social relation is exemplified by the story of the ostracism of the divine physicians, the Ashwins. From being highly respected as gods of medicine in the Rig Veda to being looked down upon as impure in the Brahmanas, the fall of the Ashwins had disastrous consequences for the growth of medical science in India.
Now, let us go back to the world of medicine a bit. Medicine and medicine man. This is one of the most interesting and also the most creative element in the matter of science and its growth in our country. We have already noticed how Ashwins and Rudra came to be propitiated, treated with a lot of respect in the Rig Veda. And also oshadhi, medicinal herb itself. There is a whole hymn to the medicinal herb saying how very beneficial it is and how grateful one should be to the medicinal herb. Let us look at it a bit closely. There was a time when even Ashwins were eligible for receiving oblations in the sacrifice. You know, in a sacrifice, there are oblations made to this god, that god, so many things. Ashwins also were eligible. Ashwins are the divine physicians. There came a time when a dispute arose as to whether it is proper at all to offer oblations to the Ashwins. They are impure. They were not impure during the Rigvedic times. They became impure during the later period. It is a commentary on the way in which the science of medicine itself has evolved. Who is responsible for the development of the science of medicine? the person who goes and collects the medicinal herbs in the forest, in the hills. And if you are the physician, you must seek the assistance of that person who knows all these things, keep company with him, go with him for the collection of the herbs, and therefore all your orthodoxy has gone. You have to eat with him, you have to live with him. That is how the Ashwins become impure. Gods who were supposed to be presiding over the entire department of medical science were ostracized and said, no oblations for you. But then how can you dispense with a physician? In society you need a physician. There is an anecdote, very interesting anecdote in one of the Brahmanas, how this particular change occurred. Those who were eligible to receive oblations came to be denigrated, I said. The denigration is an indication of the sea change in social relations. The Taittiriya Samhita is something which is connected with the Yajurveda. An anecdote and explanation is given about this change in the role of the physician. The anecdote is somewhat like this. Somebody had chopped off the head of the sacrifice. I mean, it's metaphorical. If you want to perform the sacrifice, somebody has chopped off the head. How can you perform the sacrifice? So the physician's help was required. So they invited the physician. See, they have chopped off the head of the sacrifice. How can I offer sacrifice? Please come and repair. Ashwins were invoked to receive soma, and there were various mantras employed. Taittiriya Samhita explained this in the following terms. Ashwins were asked to put it right. Because, why Ashwins? Because they are the divine healers. But Ashwins also were good at bargaining. You want our assistance, right? But you are not offering oblations to me in the sacrifice. You think that I am a pariah, someone to be kept away. So, on condition that you will offer our share in the sacrifice, I shall restore it. And they said, okay, please do. And he did it. And then the fellow deities objected. Ashwins may demand and you immediately succumb to their pressure. They are pariahs. How can you come to a compromise with them? See the role of the physician in society. How physicians came to be ill-treated because they acquainted themselves with the most ordinary people in the community. They went and ate with them. How can you go and eat with somebody who is living in the forest, some dirty fellow? What was the objection of the fellow deities? They said they are impure. Ashwins are impure. As physicians, they wander all over the place in the company of ordinary people. Please remember that all this is in the Taittiriya Samhita, which is part of Vedic literature. But what you find there is the transformation of society, the transformation in the roles of individuals. Divine physicians themselves were considered to be impure at a certain stage of the evolution of the science of medicine in our country. The next step was even more disastrous. If the Ashwins themselves are impure, it means that physicians generally are impure. Because the physician has to keep company with people of the lower classes, wander about with them, go to the hills and all that for collection of medicinal herbs. Well, a pure Brahmin should not do all those things. Rig Veda did not speak about the duties of a Brahmin and the Kshatriya and the Shudra. It's only towards the end of the Rig Vedic period that this kind of a stratification of society took place. It was a horizontal society, a collective, a gana of the earliest period. It's a horizontal society. In the Rig Veda, towards the end of the Rig Vedic period, which lasted for maybe 500 years, 1000 years, the Purusha Sukta is the only poem in the Rig Veda where the stratification is mentioned. So it is a product of the latest period. That is how things have evolved. Well, if the god of medicine is impure, how can a Brahmin practice medicine? It's only an impure person who should practice medicine. Brahmin should not practice medicine as a physician is fundamentally impure. Ashwins, of course, can obtain their due after purification. They said, well, we purify, then we will give you the oblation, etc. The kind-hearted Ashwins, extolled as the best benefactors of man, were pushed down the ladder. And the physician from whom we all obtain so much of assistance must be denigrated because he mixes with the so-called impure people. Look at the statement in the Taittiriya Samhita. Tau Deva Abruvan. Gods are having a conversation with Ashwins. They are telling Ashwins, Aputava imau. These two gods, they are impure. Manushya charau yaha bhishak. They have been going along with impure people. This is an indictment of the divine physicians, apparently. But in fact, it is an indictment of the physicians themselves. Ashwins are there only as representatives of the physicians. How therefore the science of medicine came to be looked down upon because of the stratification of society. Brahmins themselves were incapable of going and finding medicinal herbs to treat patients. They required somebody to do it. But in the horizontal society, it was the duty for the impure people to do it. And therefore, you should not mix with them. You see. In other words, society is a divided house, the high and the low. Physicians wander in forests collecting herbs and they keep company with all kinds of people. The denigration is harsher in the Mahabharata and the Dharma Shastras of the later period. The denigration of Ashwins, as I said earlier, is denigration of the physicians. This is the period of the Taittiriya Samhita. So we have the horizontal society of the Rig Veda, the vertical society of the Taittiriya Samhita, where certain classes are looked down upon, and the vertical society gets even more polluted because of such ideas. In what way? Look at Manu, for example. Manu goes further in his indictment of the physicians. The brave Manu, who is supposed to be the constitution for India, according to some people. And what does this constitution of Manu say about physicians? This is a statement that you find in the Manusmriti. Physician is like pus. Puyam is the word that he has used. Puyam is pus, pus of the wound. He is not the wound, he is the pus of the wound. I mean, how can you have anything to do with the pus? Don't eat with him. Don't eat with the physician. Don't give your daughter in marriage to the physician. Manu's dictate. Tomorrow's constitution is Manu in our country. And then you will not have our doctors getting married, because nobody should be offering their daughters in marriage to the physicians, because Manu has said it should not be done. I mean, the long and short of it is that a vertical society has struck roots, horizontal society is displaced. How the Vedic literature is a source for understanding this unfortunate change in the structure of society, well, through the Ashwins episode we can understand. So, the episode connected with the Ashwins depicts norms of the previous and the later structures of society. The science and scientific attitude of the physician is anathema in a vertical society. They can receive their medicines from the physicians. Manu also says, take the medicine that he gives, does not matter, but don't eat with him. Definitely don't give your daughter in marriage to him. About 1500 years have elapsed between the Rig Veda and Manu. 1000 years between Rig Veda and Taittiriya Samhita. And the change in the structure of society is so clearly visible that we can understand how ideas have been penetrating, ideas have been changing. The last nail on the coffin was that of Sushruta. Charaka and Sushruta are the two most important medicine men who have formulated the science of medicine. By the time of Sushruta, Sushruta is much later than Charaka. Sushruta in his Samhita has this stanza, Gopala stapasa vyadha ye chanye vanacharinaha मूलाहाराश्च ये तेभ्यो भेषज्य व्यक्तिरिष्यते. It's a text on medicine which has a long tradition. Ashwins, glorious and all that. But all that renowned position of the medicine man is no longer cherished. Sushruta takes this position. Cowherds, hermits, hunters, forest dwellers, these are all medicine men. Keep them away. Don't keep the medicine away, keep the medicine man away. You should not have anything to do with them, because they are all impure. How therefore there was a hurdle presented in the path of the growth of science in our country. Suppose now this kind of a denigration had not been there, the number of people who could have contributed to the growth of science would have been tremendously big. People who are sources for the herbs are now looked upon. Well, we have digressed a lot. Possibly we can return to the Rig Veda now. This was an important digression because it tells us about the evolution of society and the evolution of the positions of different categories of people within our society.